Hi guys, this is Mike here at Mac Observer, and today I'll show you how to easily change the home screen wallpaper on Apple devices. Need to know how to change the wallpaper on your Apple devices? Your solution is here. If you're using an Apple product, the reason is likely to take advantage of the beautiful screens that the company develops. For example, the gorgeous resolution of the iPhone 14 allows for some stellar backgrounds, creating a home screen that can make an Android user jealous. Of course, a great wallpaper can really help bring out the beauty of a screen, whether it's an iPhone, iPad, or Mac. However, knowing that you're able to change the wallpaper is only half the battle. With this in mind, I'm going to take a rather in-depth approach to changing the wallpaper on Apple devices, including on iPad, iPhone, and Mac. In addition to changing the wallpaper on these devices, I'm going to take a deep look at the multiple options Apple provides for customizing a user's screen. In addition to showing some tips and tricks, I also provide some suggestions on where to look for wallpapers, while also addressing some problems users may experience. There's a lot to it, so let's get started. The home screen wallpaper is the image you see in the background of your primary iPhone or iPad screen. If you're using a Mac, your home screen wallpaper is more commonly known as the desktop wallpaper. When you first get your device, you're pretty likely to see some rather colorful geometric shapes in the background photo behind your apps. This is your home screen wallpaper. Users are able to customize this background with just about whatever image they want, or keep their original wallpaper or current wallpaper selection. There are various types of home screen wallpapers available for Apple devices. In addition to the typical wallpapers one may think of, such as a preset image or something customizable, Apple also has cool wallpaper options that go beyond the typical norms. For example, prior to iOS 16, live wallpapers allowed users to interact with certain wallpapers by long pressing on them. However, due to the changes to the lock screen in iOS 16, live wallpapers are no more. Of course, this doesn't mean that animated and dynamic wallpapers are no longer a part of the Apple ecosystem. They just no longer function the same way live wallpapers do. I discuss this further in another section. Starting with the iPhone, there are a couple of different ways to change the device's wallpaper. Adding a custom wallpaper is just a few clicks away within the Settings menu on your device. From your iPhone, go to Settings and Wallpaper. Either select Customize under your current lock and/or home screen, or select Add New Wallpaper. You can also swipe left and right if you have multiple screens. From here, you have a variety of options. You can go with Apple's selection of interactive wallpapers, or you can choose from your own photos from the Photos tab. You can also find the popular emoji wallpaper options if you're running iOS 16. After making your selection, you'll have further customization options, including adding the depth effect if you're on iOS 16. From here, select Set as Wallpaper Pair to make the image your home and lock screen wallpaper. You also have the option to set it only as the lock or home screen wallpaper. Users can also select Customize Home Screen to edit a home screen wallpaper that is separate. For those with an iPad, changing your wallpaper is super easy, and users are able to change their lock screen or home screen wallpaper with just a few simple clicks while navigating the Settings menu. From the Settings menu, you'll have several wallpaper options, including choosing images from your photo library. From your iPad, go to Settings and Wallpaper. Choose a new wallpaper. You then have the following options. Users can select a preset image from the top of the screen. This includes stills, dynamic wallpapers, and more. Users can also select one of their own photos by selecting an album and then selecting a photo. Users are also able to reposition the image by pinching to zoom or by dragging. Once an image is chosen, select Set. With the image, users will have a list of options. Set lock screen, set home screen, or set both. Make your selection. Users should also be aware that there is a way to change their lock screen wallpaper directly from the same screen. However, Face ID needs to be set up on the device to explore the lock screen wallpaper features directly from this screen. If you do have Face ID enabled, you should be able to touch and hold the lock screen. Hold until you see the Customize button. From your iPhone lock screen, touch and hold the screen to bring up the wallpaper gallery. From here, simply swipe left or right to select an already created wallpaper. Users can tap the plus button to add a new wallpaper. Users can swipe up on a wallpaper to delete it, and you can click Customize below a wallpaper to make further edits. That's all there is to it. Whether you want to keep your current lock screen the same or are looking to spice it up, Finding the lock screen wallpaper settings is actually rather easy. Of course, users are also able to customize their iPhone lock screen with styles, widgets, and filters as well. Note that outside of changing your lock screen wallpaper, you will need iOS 16 to make further lock screen changes. From your iPhone, go to Settings and Wallpaper. Viewing the preview of your lock screen, select Customize. From this lock screen wallpaper editor, users can tap on the boxes to select widgets to add to the screen. You can also click on the time to change the font style. Users can also swipe left or right to apply various photo styles, such as duotone or color wash. Select the More button for further options. Tap Done when you are finished editing. You might also like knowing that you can rotate photos on your lock screen, providing some rather fun wallpaper options. On your iPhone, go to Settings and Wallpaper. Select Add New Wallpaper. From the top row of options, select Photo Shuffle. Users will then be taken to the Photo Shuffle screen, where they can set the rotation frequency while also choosing what photos go on this screen. Users are also able to select photos manually. Tap Done when finished. For users that have an iPhone with an always-on display, such as the iPhone 14 Pro, there is also a way to customize this feature. With the introduction of iOS 16.2, users now have a couple of customization options when it comes to the always-on display. Now, users are able to decide whether or not they want their notifications or their wallpaper to appear on the display. Even better, navigating these settings is rather easy. On your iPhone, go to Settings, select Display and Brightness, navigate to Always on Display. You will have two customization options in addition to being able to turn off the display. You can enable or disable Show Wallpaper from this screen. You can also enable or disable Show Notifications from this settings menu. Naturally, it's not just the iPhone and iPad that are able to get in on the ability to change wallpaper. Mac users are able to as well. When it comes to wallpapers, users have the option of using a variety of images and colors provided by Apple, including dynamic wallpapers that change throughout the course of a day. Naturally, users are also able to use their own photos. Go to Apple's System Settings and Wallpaper. You will have multiple categories to choose from: dynamic, light, and dark. Changes based on time of day rather than gradually like dynamic wallpapers. Pictures, colors, and add folder, add photo album. Make your selection. You can also modify a desktop photo. Cycle through multiple photos and colors. Users simply need to click auto-rotate on a custom folder or color to have photos change based on time. Users can control the time through these settings. Users are also able to adjust their photos based on image size. There are options to fill screen, stretch to fill screen, fit to screen, and more. There's nothing better than having a device that is customized the way you like it. With any Apple product, changing the wallpaper is incredibly easy, and the company provides several quality options, while also allowing you to make your own. There's virtually no limit to the ways you can create your own wallpapers and backgrounds, so feel free to experiment to see what works best for you. Remember that you can always revert your changes if you need to. Remember that at the end of the day, it's your device, so feel free to explore the nearly limitless possibilities. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Mac Observer for more intuitive guides, tips, and Apple news. This is Mike here. See you next time.